Hello, everybody, and good morning. My name is Ricardo Cabrera, and I am the operations manager at the Latino Chamber of Commerce of Boulder County. And today we have as our guests Carolyn Halfley and Kelly Music. I think I just murdered your last name there, Caroline, but Caroline is the executive director at EforAll, and Kelly Music is the program manager at EforAll. And we're going to be talking about who they are and what they do. So welcome, everybody. How are you?
Good morning.
Great.
Good. Thank you, Ricardo.
Excellent. So before we talk about work, let's meet each other for a moment here. So Caroline, wouldn't you tell us how I say your last name and who you are and what you do?
So my name is Caroline Halfley, but I often say Halfley when I'm speaking Spanish, so that's okay. And I am the executive director at EforAll. I am originally from Kentucky and been working in the entrepreneurial startup space for the past 10 years. I moved to Colorado about a year ago from Mexico City, where I was working with a high growth technology startup in the fashion industry. And other than that, I love working with entrepreneurs. I've been very passionate about entrepreneurship for my entire career. And I think I think that entrepreneurs really are the ones changing the world. So I'm really excited to be here and be a part of the organization and be on this team with Kelly.
Excellent. Thank you. Kelly, would you tell us a little bit about yourself?
Good morning, Ricardo. Thank you for inviting us. I am Kelly Music, program manager of EforAll para Todos in this moment. I've been with the EforAll para Todos team for going on a year and almost 2 years. And there's been a lot of growth and change in our team. And I'm so excited to work with Caroline. It's just been a really great transition. My background, I'm a Spanish interpreter translator by trade and have been a sole proprietor business owner for 20 some years and kind of didn't ever realize that I was actually a businesswoman. I was just doing what I did and paying my bills and moving through the world. And I was lucky enough to run into some folks who were part of the earlier teams from EforAll who were establishing it in Longmont, and thought, what a nice change. I want to connect with the Spanish speaking community, the English speaking community around supporting entrepreneurship and small businesses. Because as Caroline said, it's those folks who are changing the world and making our community strong. So it's just really rewarding to be here, and thanks for having us.
Well, my pleasure. So with that, and thank you for the segue there, Kelly, tell me then, what is EforAll and what do you guys do?
Caroline, do you want me to take this and you go to the, we'll share. We share the mic well, Caroline and I.
Sure. Yeah, go ahead. Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, well, I can just say from the time that I've been on board with EforAll, it changes lives, it changes communities. It is a program that supports people who are in the idea stage, or even have gone a little beyond the idea stage and have a little bit of a business that has started up, and they need support for how to go the next steps to make their businesses stronger. So we have a program that is called the Business Accelerator. We run it in Spanish and in English, and we invite all of the community to apply, and we then do a vetting process to narrow it down, which is often very hard, to about 10 people who participate in a 12-week accelerator. Caroline, you want to add more? Because I know there's more.
So these people, they participate in the first 3 months of an intensive business training is what we call it. And then after that, for the following 9 months, they continue through our program where they meet with us quarterly and with their mentors monthly. And so we match throughout this year-long program, we match each entrepreneur with 2 to 3 mentors from the community. And so the Accelerator program is not only offering, education and training, business training, but it's also developing social capital and networking in the community, which is a really important aspect to growing your business.
I want to add, I always forget this part. Caroline and Ricardo, but EforAll is really special too because it's free. It's a free program. And for what we offer, there's a lot of value and it is all free. And yet the people who participate are very dedicated and move through it and come out with a lot of tools to improve and grow their business and make it stronger. So I always forget that part.
Okay, so to summarize, so EforAll stands for entrepreneurship for all, right? And
Correct.
you guys are a kind of a business accelerator where you take small businesses and startups and you give them a 12-week kind of crash course program run by mentors, experts in their areas. And after those 12 weeks, then you give a follow-up for up to 12 months. It's a whole year follow-up where they can come back and check in and use you as a resource. And this is a free program. You do have to qualify. We'll get to that in a moment. You have to qualify and be selected to participate. But that's what it is, right? It's a 12-week crash course where you meet two, three times a week for 12 weeks. And then you go on and then you guys have check-ins, quarterly and quarterly and through the rest of the year.
Yeah.
Very good.
Yeah.
Very good summary.
Yeah, you could be our front man. That was great, Ricardo. You covered it.
Yeah, I hear you guys are hiring another program manager, so maybe I'll apply.
We are.
Welcome.
So, okay, good. And you guys do this once a year or twice a year?
Twice a year.
So you have your accelerator programs twice a year and you do them in English and in Spanish?
Yes.
Meaning, so
Correct.
you do one accelerator with which the primary language is English and another separate one, which is intended for Hispanic and Latino businesses, and the whole program is in Spanish. Is that right?
Exactly.
And so that really ends up being 4 programs throughout the year, really, because we're running the English and the Spanish at the same time. And then we start the second cycle 6 months later, more or less, right, Caroline, in English and Spanish as well. So it's truly 4 programs per year, 2 in English, 2 in Spanish.
Okay, excellent. Thanks for clarifying. So you have 2 sessions a year, and you have 2 groups, 1 in English and 1 in Spanish, so 4 altogether. That's awesome. And you guys also do pitch contests, is that right?
We do. We do a pitch contest and twice a year, and we also do 1 in English and 1 in Spanish. So 4 again.
So tell me more. What is a pitch contest, and how does it work, and how do you participate?
Yeah, Kelly, do you want to say a little bit about the pitch?
Yeah, sure. It's funny, Caroline, and I don't hesitate because I don't know what the pitch is. It's just that over this last year with the COVID restrictions and having everything on Zoom, our flavor of pitch contest has changed quite a bit, and we're excited to get back out in the community in the next, hopefully in the next cycle, to have pitch contests live and in person. But pitch contests are a way to just, in a really fun kind of intensive one night, one afternoon, gather folks from the community who are, again, have business ideas, and they come in and they pitch. Now, it's not like, also have a vetting process. So you sign up for a pitch contest, you fill out an application for it. You are then, those are then screened down to have a limited number of people pitching, but it's a community event where all of the community can come in and watch as folks pitch their ideas. And not only is it a blast, you have lots of support from the community, feedback and judging to give, constructive criticism on how it went. And then there are prizes given out, money prizes. And so oftentimes this is also a great way for folks to just see what EforAll is in a small window. And many of our folks who participate in pitch contests come back through the Accelerator program because it's kind of like a small taste of what we do on a larger scale.
Excellent. Thank you. And this is all in the Longmont area, right? Because you guys are based in Longmont, and you accept businesses only from Longmont or from the near municipalities as well?
We also accept it's majority from Longmont, but also from other areas in Boulder County. So we've had a couple entrepreneurs from Boulder, from Lafayette, from all the surrounding areas.
Excellent, excellent. So, okay, so second question then is, so you have this great programs and there's only two of you guys running the program. So who does all the teaching and who helps these businesses learn everything they need to learn? So do you have experts, you have teachers, or how does that work?
Yeah, so we have a very large pool, thankfully, thank you to the community of volunteers that we work with. And so we have subject matter experts who teach different classes throughout those 12-week intensive courses. And then we have mentors from all different industries, all different backgrounds, who are paired with the entrepreneurs that we work with. And so really the backbone to our model is heavily dependent on the community involvement and the community give back. And thus far, we've had over 120 people volunteer with EforAll since we started our first program in 2020, or January of 2020.
Wow, that's awesome. So you guys have experts in all the matters like marketing and sales and systems, finances, and they, with experience with startups, and they get together and they teach the entrepreneur week to week with different topics every week on how to start and grow their business and hit the ground running.
Yep,
That's
exactly.
true.
That's actually how I was introduced to EforAll. I taught a class as a specialist in the Para Todos program and fell in love with the program. And here I am today.
Excellent. Go ahead, Kelly.
Yeah, I was going to say, the other thing we're looking at too is because we've been able to, we have a curriculum that is a very, it's a very rich curriculum that does kind of go A to Z, like you said, these tools to just help them hit the ground running. But, admittedly, these are just a taste of the kinds of things that they will need more of as they go forward. So we often have entrepreneurs wanting to dive in and get a little bit more support or something a little bit more detailed or intensive after they've taken, let's say, a finance class from us. And so we also have, as Caroline said, from our community pool of volunteers, we have mentors and specialists who literally reach out to us and say, hey, I've got some extra hours. I can provide office hours to any entrepreneur who needs extra help in finance. So just have them sign up. So it's a really cool thing because beyond the classes, which are twice a week, we do have kind of a deeper bench, we can say, of support for them if they need to go further. And there are lots of people in the network we can refer them to.
Excellent, thank you. So how do you apply? So if say I have an idea or a business that's already running and I want to evolve and participate in EforAll Accelerator program, how do I apply to be considered?
So we have an online application process. The application it does ask a lot of questions about your idea or your business. And so we have that application, of course, in English and in Spanish. And so we just encourage people to go to our website, to our Longmont community page, and you'll find the link for applying. We'll also send this to you, Ricardo. And then if there's any questions or if anyone needs help with the application, if they're not sure about some questions and just need any support, we are both here to help. And so you can email us at any time. Kelly, well, I'll send you my email as well because a little bit longer, but
and I'll say, I found when I'm trying to refer people to it, if you just type into any web browser Longmont EforAll, it'll pull up longmonteforall.org, and then it'll take you straight to our page. And it's a pretty simple process to click and look at the events and apply for the accelerator. So yeah.
Excellent. And I'm going to put all your information on the description down here. So cool. So you guys, if you're interested, if you're watching, just go there and you'll have all the links and the contact information for Caroline and Kelly. So you can follow up on this and apply or ask any questions that you may need. So, well, let's see.
Ricardo,
Go
One
ahead.
small note, I might say, sorry to interrupt, but we are coming near to the deadline for applying for this accelerator. It's the 29th of July, and I thought I'd throw that out there because we're getting close. We're within 9 days. So anyone who would want to apply, please get in there and do it. And, we welcome you.
Excellent. So with that, tell me then a success story. So what kind of businesses apply? So let me back up. Do I to have a new idea, or can I be a business already working to apply?
You can already have your business established in the early stage, or you could just have an idea. So we do accept both.
Okay, excellent. So tell me then, what kind of businesses apply, and maybe a success story?
Wow, this is always so hard because I feel like every single entrepreneur who has gone through the course has been so successful in their own way. But the variety, just to answer the first part of your question, the variety of businesses that we get are anything from growing microgreens in your basement for a nutritious, source of greens for the community, to creating digital signage that it rides on top of an Uber car that gathers the data in the neighborhood, and therefore then spits out the kinds of advertising that one neighborhood wants. It's that kind of soup to nuts kind of variety we've had. And gosh, Caroline, it's hard to exactly nail down a success story in particular. I'm thinking about I have a gentleman who recently was in the cohort of the summer, and he came in. He does candles and male body products. It's really cool stuff, really smells nice. He said he was tired of walking into like Bed Bath and Beyond and smelling all these girly smells. And so he's created this beautiful line of products and candles that smell very earthy and wonderful. And so I actually met him on Main Street during COVID, hanging out, selling his candles. And he's moved through our program and is now in stores nationwide, really, and has been able to go into big luxury hotel lines of products as far south as like Miami. And so it's amazing to have watched him starting on Main Street, and now he's kind of all over.
Cool, thank you. So, okay, so I hear that any type of business can participate. So like a food truck, maybe a restaurant, or an online body products, or catering system companies, advertising, or anything that's brick and mortar or online, or any business that's really a startup could apply.
Yep. And we also had different types of service companies apply, different consulting. We've had a couple different DEI trainers go through our program, and we also accept nonprofits. We've had people go through. Who's one lady who's built a women in sustainability organization, and all different types.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Cool. Well, all right. Well, thank you for all the information that you shared. Thank you for being so nice and full of joy and energy, and inviting the public to your upcoming accelerator. And the application closes in 9 days. So if you're watching this, go and you're interested, go apply right away. Again, the information is down here. Is there anything else that I forgot to ask you, girls?
Last thing, we are also looking for mentors. So if there's any interest, and if anyone has any interest in working with entrepreneurs and really, dedicating their time and knowledge to help these people turn their dreams into businesses, please contact us, and we will get you signed up to mentor.
Cool. Excellent. Well, thank you so much,
Ricardo. Thank you, Karen.
Yeah, absolutely. So before we go, I have a surprise question for you. Are you ready?
Yes.
Okay.
All right. Caroline, I'm going to ask you first. What's your favorite word?
My favorite word?
Yeah,
In English or in Spanish?
in English.
Oh man, I don't know. That's a hard question.
It is a hard question.
Can I say supercalifragilisticexpialidocious?
Yes, you can. And I love that word myself. Thank you.
You stole my best option, Caroline.
All right, Kelly. Well, I'll give you a different surprise question. Are you ready?
Okay, yep.
Okay, so what is your favorite sound or noise?
The sound of the sea.
The ocean.
The
Very
ocean.
nice.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you for that. And thank you for being here and answering all the questions. And until next time.
Thank you so much, Ricardo.
Thank you, Ricardo.